don't even know how to start this video. I don't even know how to talk about this. So I'm going to talk about it in the third person, in the you. Okay, I want you to imagine that you come across somebody early on in your life. Say you're a teenager and they have a huge impact on you. You don't even know them for very long. You're not even friends with them for very long, a few months maybe, whatever. But their life takes a turn where you end up faced with them and hearing about them for the rest of your life. Say they become famous. You end up hearing about them for the rest of your life. They become this famous mythical figure who you once knew and you were once kind of close with and everything else. And you can't get away from them because they're all over the place. They're in the news, they're on TV. They also happen to be your first heartbreak. They were your first heartbreak, the first time that you ever really felt bad about a sort of breakup and everything else. That was the first time. That kind of leaves a lasting impression on you. So you got that. You can't even forget about them because they become famous. They're all over the place, constantly in your face. Not physically, but constantly in your face. So you live in the city, you grow up in the city, and then finally in your late 30s, you move out of the city. You move far away from that life. You leave it all behind, the whole city thing. You just leave everybody you knew behind. You start this new life in the mountains, in a rural area of the mountains in the country. You're sequestered in this house in the woods, and you just start over. You get married, you start over. The old life, nothing of the old life comes with you. Nothing. All right. So you start your life part two. And all of the people and the things, the events and the things you did in life part one, like they happen to a different person, like a different person lived that life. Okay. That's me. Now, say it's 15, 20 years later. You've been living in the woods for 15 or 20 years. You love it. It's become your home, your secret hideaway, your own place. And you think about your friends from the city and your life back in the city, starting from you were little all the way up until when you left at age 38. You think, God, they would not know me now. They live with this mindset for 15, 20 years while you're living in the country. And then a few days ago, you find out that somebody very significant from your teenage years also, apparently 15 or 20 years ago, moved out to the country. Not only that, they moved to the next town over from you. And they were living there for the past 15, 20 years, right alongside you. You never knew it. How freaked out would that make you? This person who had such an impact on my life, who was front and center in my life because I couldn't get away from them, my first kind of heartbreak, and then whatever, I went on and I lived my own life. They were constantly in my face, constantly in my face.